Jawhead, almost the same picks from game 1, but this time they will lose the grok to Orange Esports, and Orange without Sicilian doesn't matter. They will still pick up Carmilla, and Axis Esports will get their hands on that Valiant.
Let's see that 4-man flame shot. There's 4 people flame shots. Hit the Carmilla ult. Everybody ult the same. Everyone used their flame shot on the same guy, instantly blowing them up. But Axis Esports is responding very interestingly. They first want somebody who can disengage. They hold up the Valiant. Okay, interesting option. They have the carry here. They don't have. They have their flex picks up and ready, but we don't know why they're holding up the support. So, sorry, holding up their tank options, because Khufra was on the table, but they really didn't want to give up that Valor.
Yeah, and maybe after the second ban phase, we'll kind of figure out what Axis Esports had in mind, because it feels like some teams are just kind of, I would say, diverting the drafting patterns away from locking in the tank in the first place and just going for either support or cores and only thinking about the tanks later on.
Yeah, and I think right now, I don't think people are abusing blue side enough, because I feel like you can force out a top tier pick out of any of these teams on blue side. But I do think red side does have its advantages, especially if the draft goes in your favor. Xborg is going to be the option of choice for Axis Esports. Khufra for the side of Orange Esports. Okay, so both very valid bans.
Yeah, and I think it's like you say, it's pretty easy to abuse blue side. And when you open up the draft on blue side with a hero like Jawhead, it doesn't provide too much threat to Orange Esports and to make them say, hey, we have to deal with this Jawhead immediately, we have to lock in something else. They still go with their comfort picks, and they even deny the pick that Axis Esports might have potentially picked up on. So that is where some teams might have to reconsider and think about, how should I open up if I'm on blue side? Because that is where you get the advantage of closing out a game. And they were going to close out the draft with the Ling and, like I mentioned, the Hylos.
This is... do I entirely agree? I think Axis... I don't entirely agree with what Orange did here, especially going in for like, okay, we're still going to split push. We're still going to be pretty ridiculously good. And maybe we might get away with it. I think that the Carmilla pick, I don't think it's bad. I think they had a really good opening for the side of Orange. I think Axis, however, adapted much better into the second half of the draft. They do lock in the Ling, so I do want to see how that goes. However, I think the Hylos is a really good pick, especially when you're up against someone like Diggy, because, I can't start. I'm just going to make everybody else faster to help engage into you.
Yeah, and with the Ring of Punishment, again, even though he does not have really great, amazing wave clear,
he's really tanky.
He's one of those heroes where you just don't want to fight him.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's level 1, man. Let's just calm down. Oh, you're right up in my face. All right. I'll back off. Cool. It's cool.
You can't even run from him. That's the thing.
It's absolutely frustrating to deal with. I have to admit. But look, the draft looks really good. I personally like Orange Esports' Axis Esports' draft a little bit more than Orange, but considering how game 1 went, I might say that Orange will take this.
Yep, we'll see if Orange Esports can close this out, because Axis Esports, they're hungry. This game 2, this time it's going to be Axis on the blue side. Well, we did agree on the fact that they didn't abuse that first pick well enough, but maybe with how they've drafted this composition, I think they still have a pretty good chance against Orange Esports.
Yeah, KaiserX is kind of hovering around the mid lane just to see in case he is needed for potential Gs. It looks like he isn't going to go into the side lane. They want to maintain control over the river as much as they can. Lassid is forced to walk out as Silo quickly clears up the top side, hitting his level 2, allowing them to take full control of this and invade their red side.
And Axis Esports now, they will respond with their own invade. Definitely a step behind Orange Esports. And KaiserX actually wanted, I believe he wanted to kind of cheese and flank from the brush to eject someone, but he was scouted out by Orange Esports. So pretty good game sense right there from the red team. But
good opening.
Now with Ling being given the buff, he should be able to buy a bit more time. It's leaping away. This classic mechanic, Ling.
He's casually jumping from camp to camp. He's going to hit level 4 very quickly compared to the rest of them. But KaiserX trying to turn this around. Smart missiles coming out through. He's not going to make it this time, but Ling is there to respond just in time. They quickly bail out, and I'm pretty sure they should be able to take the river grab. Yes, they do.
Yeah, KaiserX managing to survive, and what seems like imminent death right there. Definitely, it's going to give Axis Esports a little bit of brief side of relief. Orange Esports, they rotated 4 members, but this time they will not find anyone.
Yeah, and really good understanding of the game here coming in from Orange Esports. They just know that, oh, people who have generally better wave clear can hold towers better. And that's what they're doing. They're like, Silo, you know what to do. Be a man, run in there, clear that wave, get out.
Yeah, and if they see the Jawhead recon, you're like, okay, the wave clear from Axis Esports is not there anymore. We're just going to take that tier 1. And with Kimmy and Hayabusa, it's just so easy to accomplish that. But so far, no kills just yet. Axis Esports, they have the Ling at level 4. So if they want to fight, they can definitely do so.
Yeah, they have to be so careful because, like, number one, Axis is coming to a point where they almost have all their ultimates. Evil X is the only one, and he has the most important ultimate to deal with Orange right now. And Orange, on the other hand, are very aware of this. They're like, okay, high loss is going to eventually become a problem. How are we going to deal with this? We're going to create leads, play for the side lanes, try to make sure that Evil X doesn't have an opportunity to
do this time.
Yeah, and I think, you know, Diggy should be target number uno for Ling. Like, Ling needs to take him out really, really quick. More so than Mal, because Mal, he can just run him down, no problem whatsoever.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Evil X, oh wait a minute, they get a big catch.
What a collapse with the ultimate from the highlight, and just go for the eject smart missile. First blood for Axis Esports, managing to survive with the Tempest of Blade and Chou right now. The time getting a bit too late, but the Link gets assassinated anyway by the bomb. It's going to Carmina, taking out the second member of Axis Esports, and somehow Chou was still alive. Kaiser with the eject will save Laston from imminent death. Orange Esports coming out on top.
So far, Orange Esports, once again, they're being very aggressive, and that's what I like to see. They're putting them in situations where it's very hard for them to win. They literally walked past Evil X and was like, you know what, we're not even going to be worried about it. Let's go straight for the buff, because they knew for a fact that their tanks are much stronger. Their support is their only weak link just because of its health total. And that can be settled with items, so they just need more and more time. So Orange Esports are like, hey, you want to get that red buff? Hell no. We're going to fully control the jungle. And now, back to where I was trying to get to, Turtle.
It's going to be a big point of contention with the high lows. It was a good start for Axis Esports. They were able to catch out, I believe, Mao. But what transpired after that pickoff didn't really go the way Axis Esports wanted it to go. Slightly unfortunate for Rin. He was able to escape by jumping onto a wall, but still dies to that auto-alarm bomb from the Diggy.
That's a little unfortunate. Now, Axis Esports maintain control over this bottom side, and Orange Esports don't seem to want to pull the trigger. Silo walks in face first with his power of nature, no issues whatsoever there. However, they did put the glorious pathway down, and that's a very big ultimate. That's Silo coming in from Kaiser X. He's going to use the smart missiles to protect, but it's not going to be enough. Silo!
Evo X dropping low, Kaiser still in the fray. The smart missile does take out Mom. They do trade Evo X in return. Let's see if they can go for more along. Pretty much ready with the wheel, but not able to commit anymore.
That's unfortunate. I think they could have punished that spinning, Kimmy in the spinning light wheel. Because she was in there for a long time. Oh no, Aaron's in trouble! He gets ejected instantaneously, and with the help of Link, they take him out so fast.
And that is what I want to see from Axis Esports. You either play fast or you play solid defense, and in that case, the flicker from the Kaiser X was what they needed. The intro does come up from Mom, not connecting onto anyone, so Axis Esports walk away cleanly with that turtle.
Yep, and now Mal on the top side, getting a very decent push here, and he's calling a lot of attention to himself. You can already see the high loss Ling as well as Jawhead hanging around the top side to maybe catch them off. They're just unsure with this support. Now back on bottom, Silo's in trouble. He has to walk away, but they lose that tier 1.
Carmilla is here, but Axis Esports is ready for that. You have Long has Lassie protecting him, so he shouldn't be worrying too much, but now Tempest of Blades onto Mao. He will assassinate this Kimmy once again. This time Axis Esports, they clap back.
Wow, I'm surprised he decided to stick around even though he saw all 3 of them on the map. Interesting. He wasn't able to escape, however, but the rest of the team is making waves across the board.
And this makes the game slightly different now, because you have this Ling that's getting those kills, even though it's 2-1, but he is getting the lead that he needs or he requires. So Orange Esports, for once, doesn't have that distinct goal lead that you see in game 1.
Yeah, and personally, I feel like Orange Esports are being a little too scared for no reason, because I think their composition is much better at team fighting. They just need to wait for the opportunity. Aaron's going to be the target. They're going to go straight for the dive here, but the stun isn't. It didn't allow him to use his OK Shadow Kill in time. It's just like a millisecond off.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think Orange Esports can afford to go aggressive simply because of their lineup. They can do what they did in game 1. and get away with it, but they are capitalizing on Axis Esports' maneuver. Axis Esports, they're playing well, but Orange Esports want to punish them. Unfortunately, though, they're gonna lose Aaron and lose Mom, to that eject from Kaiser. So not able to get that tier 2 mid. Not good for Orange Esports at all.
Yeah, Turtle resurrecting soon.
Rin, even though Rin was like at 1 HP because of that magic worship, it's like, that's so unfortunate.
Guy went in 1v4 and he knew that he could survive with that Tempest of Blaze, and he was waiting for his team to arrive, and when they came, they were able to take out the Carmilla, even though this time Carmilla is just in the support role, but Axis, they're getting objectives off of that.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean magic worship, I meant flame shot.
Flame shot.
Oh, they're going in, time journey is already coming through, Mal is very, very low, but they don't catch him up. One hit is all Mal needed. That is so upsetting.
I would say, if there's anyone to blame, Kaiser actually I know better to not dive in like that.
He was close though. He was close.
He was close. Slightly over ambitious. That is just a classic rookie mistake. You know, greed taking over. Sure, you have to lead right now, but that could have gone way better.
Yeah, and I think right now Orange isn't really looking to punish it. They're kind of letting Axis do what they want, which is not correct. They should be in their faces. Why are they so scared? Now, I can understand that they're scared to walk up into the lane. That shouldn't have been a kill, unfortunately. But yes, a great catch coming in from Rin. Still top tier assassin player, not gonna lie.
And he's doing his job, you know, catching out the Diggy. Without the Diggy now, Aaron trying to get away with those SWAT shadows. Great maneuver. Oh, SWAT missile!
The SWAT missile did not want to let him go.
Yeah, that was just unlucky.
Oh boy.
Oh no, Stilo. Just hit butts the wall. Oh man, Orange Esports slightly losing the composure, and that means Axis can now come right in. Rin going for more onto Mam, switching the target to Mam with the Tempest of Blade. Time, and it comes out, and again another case of greed from Axis Esports. They lose the Ling, but they get the tier 2 mid.
Oh, Ling thought he was way too strong there. It's like, don't worry, I have 7 items, guys. Oh wait, I just got my position.
I managed to defend the tower 1v4. Let me try this once more.
Oh boy, these are very awkward situations Axis is being put in, but again, it's kind of on Orange to force them, and now Axis is in the lead with a 5k goal lead, and Orange is too scared to engage on these fights, which to me doesn't make sense, because number one,
resurrecting soon.
Even though your game plan is to split push, that shouldn't be your game plan anymore until you have a team fight and look to push the side lanes, because you don't have the same advantage anymore.
Yeah, and I feel like if they did that maybe 4 or 5 minutes ago, they could have easily repeated what happened in game 1, and it kind of boggles me as well why they aren't repeating that playstyle when your draft basically can achieve the same thing.
Yeah, so far they haven't been as successful onto diving Rin, which is, to me, it's kind of fine. But however, the top dives occurring shouldn't have occurred. You should have known that was going to happen. You saw all 3 members, and yet you still decided to stick around. But now, a fight happening around the blue buff. Rin wants to get into that backline. However, everybody seems to be holding a very good position. Oh no, but Chakmo is going to be the first to go down, coming with Tempest of Blades. They trade 2 for nothing in favor of Axis Esports.
And that was just genius by Axis Esports. They sent Evil to the entire backline to stall things out, and they isolated the Grok from Orange Esports, the main front line that Orange needed to win that fight, and they got 2 kills and a Lord. This is perfect for Axis Esports, and I think Orange Esports, like you said, because they did what they were supposed to do, you can see the clear collapse in a composure, but we'll see if Aaron can get this solo kill on too long. Flicker coming out, not able to survive.
There we go. Unfortunately, he did use his quad channel in the wrong direction, so he's going to get run down by Hylos for a bit until he's able to get on out of there. He should be A-OK still. But yeah, Lord now in the hands of Axis Esports. They're going to try and close out the game.
Rin, again, a bit over ambitious, but props to time journey from that Diggy Jago, managing to protect the rest of his team. So it's a win in Orange Esports' book. But now they have to defend against that first Lord push.
Yeah, and you know what's upsetting is that they're trading, 1 for 1, and they managed to profit a 1 for 2, which if you were Axis Esports' side, you would understand that is not something you want to give up, especially with such a huge lead. Now, Lord is going to be the consequence. They're going to lose it really fast, but Silo wants to try and push that lead ahead and maybe catch Lassid, but Lassid is just a little too far.
Yeah, and I feel like in a business terms, that is just what we call a loss for Axis Esports. It might seem like they're profiting off of this, but Orange Esports is just getting a bit too much space. despite them not fulfilling the criteria to snowball the game.
Which is fine. They've all respawned and they did profit a little bit with, I would call it compensation with that top tier 2.
Yeah.
But again, this is the hardest part. You wanted to get Lord to break into an inhibitor turret, and now that you failed, you've given a solid 4 minutes for Orange Esports to kind of recuperate themselves.
Yeah, and this is those kind of games where everything could have ended pretty quickly, but because of multiple situations that happened, now the game is at stalemate. You're just going to be looking at two teams that want to fight. It's like a tug of war. Do we want to fight? I don't think we want to fight. We just defend our base. Whereas Access Esports, they would just pillage whatever is around the map and wait for that next lord to come back.
They're just soaking up the EXP and gold from all the waves. Again, they still have to wait at least about a minute plus for Lord to come back online so that they can take control of it. However, Orange Esports, we'll see how much gold they're able to accumulate here. Because if I was Axis, I just want to sit in the lane. I don't want to push the lane. I kind of want to sit in it only to let Orange Esports try to push it out. Yeah. Because then that gives you an opportunity to be like, now I've got you.
Yeah, you can easily trap them as well. Access Esports, they're spending so much time sitting at that bottom quadrant of the jungle. And
here we go. They're waiting for the quad shadow to go down.
Oh, the shadow kill. This is lucky, but Layla is trying something. Backup is there from Orange Esports though, so Access Esports, they basically just wasted time and got nothing in return. And I do agree with you, they should just sit in lane and make sure that Orange Esports have limited space to work with, because this is just charity from Access Esports, giving Orange Esports the space that they need. Here we can go halfway onto Mom as the Law and Order, but this Carmilla a bit too tanky.
Yeah, Orange Esports very happy to be in this position here. However, Lord is coming up in about a minute, and I don't think they can close the difference between 41k and 33k in less than a minute. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough one.
But this doesn't mean that Orange Esports are at a deficit, because the goal lead is starting to matter lesser and lesser, because everyone is hitting their core items. But look at a 42k goal total net worth for Access Esports, but I think Orange Esports are in a good position to contest Lord if the situation favors them, if they do everything right and not lose silo of him being isolated and whatnot. But we'll see what they can do. Evil X with the ultimate. Oh, Aaron assassinating that Valor. Good start for Orange Esports.
Very, very good start. They've already pumped themselves up a little bit more. 35k. They're getting close. They need to hit 41k to get all their core items for each of their carries. Oh, Silo's taking a lot of damage coming in from Long. He's on his carry. The main damage dealer is down. Now Rid has to clean this up. Long holding onto his ground with a light cartwheel. He's jumping left, right. Phantom stepping forward to pick up another kill. Aaron, he is just running for his life.
Very questionable play from Silo to even attempt to walk. You're walking into a carry that does percentage enough damage, and it's going to be a triple kill.
He had ult. He had ult. He just had to get his ult off. Or did he not have vision?
Yeah, this is so unfortunate for Orange Esports. They might still be able to defend this. Silo is coming back up. Mom as well, but yeah, never mind. Access Esports can close this out. They will tie out the series 1-1. Push this to game 3.
Man, that